Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Sunday, November 24th, 2024. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with the 6th annual AEW Full Gear aired live last night on pay-per-view from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. In the main event, Jon Moxley made the first defense of his current AEW World title reign, turning back the challenge of Orange Cassidy in 19 minutes and 20 seconds. Moxley scored the pin after some illegal outside interference from Wheeler Yuta. Following the match, the show concluded with a chaotic segment involving Hangman Adam Page, Christian Cage, and Darby Allin crashing a car into the Death Riders vehicle outside the arena.
Moxley still the AEW World Champion. What the hell was that? Who is that? They're commandeering another car.
Who was driving that car?
Man, that was a T-bone attack.
Commandeering, they're stealing a freaking car. Making their getaway.
Death Riders are out of here.
Done. Where are you going?
Darby!
Let's end this right now.
Darby
Allin!
Good God almighty. What a chaotic night. What a great night.
In the evening's only title change, Daniel Garcia topped Jack Perry in 18 minutes and 16 seconds to take the TNT Championship. In other title matches, Konosuke Takeshita retained the international title against Ricochet. Mercedes Moné successfully defended the TBS Championship against Chris Statlander, and Private Party retained the AEW World Tag Team title in a four-way match with the House of Black, the Outrunners, and the Acclaimed. In other results, Bobby Lashley beat Swerve Strickland by referee stoppage in his AEW pay-per-view debut. Kyle Fletcher pinned Will Ospreay. Jay White defeated Hangman Adam Page, and MJF went over Roderick Strong. After the match, MJF continued the attack on Strong until the Undisputed Kingdom made the save.
MJF trying to permanently incapacitate.
This is absolutely horrible to even watch, to even call.
I mean, it could be damage to the fingers. Now it could be damage to the wrist. The forearm of Roderick Strong could be shattered. You know it! And the man that MJF sought to avoid, Adam Cole to the ring, and MJF making a hasty retreat into the crowd, though I'm not sure he's going to find too many friends here in Newark.
Turning to Japan, New Japan and All Japan both held the latest installments of their respective World Tag League tournaments yesterday. New Japan held the fourth night of its tournament in Fujisawa with Block B matches that were won by Oleg Boltin and Toru Yano, Great Okan and Hanare, Evil and Ren Narita, and Mikey Nichols and Shane Haste. Evil and Narita lead the block with 4 points. All Japan held the sixth night of their tournament in Tokorozawa. Victorious in Block B matches were Ren Abe and Ryuki Honda, and Hideki Suzuki and Suwama. Winning in their Block A match were Rising Hayato and Yuma Anzai. Also on the card, Hokuto Gun successfully defended the All Japan TV six-man tag team title against Masayuki Kono, Ryo Inoue, and Ryuji Hijikata. In independent wrestling news, both AEW's Ricky Starks and former WWE champion JBL made surprise appearances at Game Changer Wrestling's Dream On event yesterday at the American Dream Mall in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Starks, who has been off AEW television for undetermined reasons since March, descended from a mall escalator and cut a promo about his recent absence from wrestling and his hopes for his future career.
I am in control every step of the way. I do what I want, I say what I want, I dress how I want, and if you don't like that, you can kiss my black ass. One thing that is important about me, I'm gonna come back to where I came from in the very beginning, and why not start in one of the hottest promotions right now, GCW.
Also on the same card, JBL appeared and delivered a clothesline from hell to the one called Manders, setting up Manders' defeat at the hands of Matt Cardona. This is the latest in a string of recent appearances for JBL in GCW, MLW, TNA, AAA, and elsewhere. And finally, turning to Europe, WWE's Ludwig Kaiser made a surprise appearance yesterday in Hamburg, Germany at WXW's Broken Rules 23. Kaiser, who appeared in WXW in the 2010s as Axel Dieter Jr., confronted WXW Unified World Champion Peter Tiani. Kaiser had not been seen in WXW since 2019. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.